name's Scott Powers, and thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be doing a demonstration of one of my most favorite subjects to paint, and that is a market scene. I'm going to mix up some of my mother piles based off of I'm going to be looking at my studies that I did from life and did from the studio too, and I am going to start mixing up these piles to get myself going. If I would just start working right now, it would take me forever because mixing up from scratch all these things that I already have my color study, so I can actually get like a generalized piles, pretty relatively accurate based off of what I've already done. So I got my transparent oxide red out there. I put a little bit of my mother pile of palette scrapings on there as well. I could utilize that in this painting. And what I did was I mixed up a little bit of my titanium white with my Indian yellow deep, just right over here off to the side, because I'm going to utilize that for my lightest light in there as well. So I'm thinking about that whole dark shape that's in the foreground. I'm thinking about my eye level is just about right at her head, maybe just a little bit above her head, because I was up on a hill a little bit, but it's not going to be that drastic. Thinking about the space that I have here, that's my eye level. Her head is going to be about right here. This is all going to be in shadow. Then knowing that I'm going to be coming back over the top of this strong color, and I could always gray it down, which in parts of it I'll have to gray it down to a certain extent, because I don't want it to look like there's like this yellow dust coming in here. But this gives me a good value range too, but after I start dragging my grayer colors over the top of it, it'll start equalizing. Okay, they've already started to set up a little bit. It's a little easier to apply the paint. I want to put a little bit of that warm tone coming up from the ground on that sleeve. Sleeve is and see this shape right here, see this is surrounded by these darks, and it is a smaller shape than this big shape, so this needs to be darker than what these are. So it looks like it belongs. I'm going to get some dark areas down in here. I really think that after putting in some of these dark areas and splitting up this, I need to get down in this area because this is still in the first stage, and I need to start building up that dark. Because looking at it in the mirror, it needs something down here. So let me get rolling on that. And looking at my study too, Got to bring that weight down there. Got to maintain perspective also. Got to keep that in mind. Let's see, put some more darker accents into his jacket. I don't want the dark accents to be too dark, though, because I don't want it to compete with anything that's going on over here. Because as you can imagine, there's an enormous amount of work that goes into a market scene, and it is something that takes a lot of planning, and but you can actually make things a lot easier on yourself by going out and experiencing it. So it's one of my most favorite things to do, and it's nothing that gets my blood going more than painting the market. So. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I certainly did, and thank you so much.